All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's on the Power. So I got a little bit more fun and laid back video for you guys today. This is probably one of the most requested videos that I've been putting off doing for a while. I see a comment about this particular topic probably on every single video that I've posted, but I just keep putting it off. So the topic is, could Mike Tyson have been a bodybuilder? I see this comment over and over and over again. I've just been waiting to do it because really I haven't seen the appropriate time for it with all the Olympia stuff. The bodybuilders that have died recently, I've tried to kind of focus on those things and steer away from the fun videos for a while. But I thought it was about time that I made this video. So in boxing, Mike was known for his power and just being a crazy heavy hitter. So he had 58 total fights, and of those fights, he had 44 wins by knockout. That is a 76% knockout ratio, which is absolutely insane. So that's one of the things he was known for, was just sheer knockout power, and that's why he was known as Iron Mike Tyson. So he was a heavyweight boxer. He was 5'10", 178 centimeters tall, and he weighed about 240 pounds, which is about 108.8 kilograms. So pretty big dude for 5'10", 240. And if you look at pictures of Mike Tyson, you can tell a lot about his physique, man. So number one, a boxer obviously is not training to carry around the maximum amount of muscle. So Mike Tyson was just a big, powerful, strong dude, just sheerly from genetics, man. He was not training to be a bodybuilder. He was not training for vanity. He was not training to look muscular. He was just a big, muscular, powerful guy. That's just how he was built. So when boxers are training for a fight, they're primarily doing a lot of cardio work. They want to work on their stamina. They want to work on their endurance. They want to work on their speed, but they also want to work on their power. And that's why Mike Tyson did have the amount of muscle that he had. But could you imagine if Mike Tyson had cut out a lot of that training for cardio, speed, stamina, endurance, and focused specifically on training for vanity? If he put all that effort and work ethic that he put into boxing and transferred that over to bodybuilding, could he have been successful? I think the answer to that question is absolutely. If you look at the work ethic that he had, he was obviously just a crazy workhorse, and he put so much effort into boxing, and that's why he became as great as he did. But if you look at the physique he actually had in a boxing ring, he had a pretty damn good physique for any boxer. There's a lot of boxing heavyweights out there that are pretty fat and look out of shape and don't have the amount of muscle that he had. Or there's a lot of heavyweights that are just taller guys and lankier guys, and that's why they're heavyweights, because they're taller and heavier. But Mike Tyson being 5'10", 240, I mean, that's a lot of muscle mass. So again, you have to keep in mind that you're looking at a fighter's physique, so you got to look at it from that standpoint. But if you look at his physique, he had a lot of just really full and dense muscle bellies, like in his arms and his chest. His arms and chest were just really round. And again, he wasn't training for that look. He was training for power. He was training for function. He was training for stamina. But even so, he still maintained this round, full, muscular look. So in my opinion, had he started training for bodybuilding, I think he would have been massively successful. He was one of those super freak athletes that probably had the genetics to do whatever he wanted and whatever he set his mind to, and put all his energy in. So I think he could have been a very, very successful bodybuilder. I can picture him going into the NPC, especially in the late 80s and early 90s when he was in his prime. So he was in prison for 3 years, from 1992 to about 1995. And in 1995, he kind of had his comeback fights. But really, I'd say the prime of his career was probably the early 90s. So imagine Mike Tyson training for bodybuilding, going into the NPC in the late 80s, early 90s, at the peak of his career, young age. I think he could have done some serious damage to the NPC as an amateur and probably done very well at a national show and potentially turn pro. So to answer your guys' question that you frequently ask, could Mike Tyson have been a bodybuilder? 100%. Absolutely, yes.